here with Tomekia. Tomekia is a beautiful lady that was a reporter with a local TV station at one point. Then she turned an educator, which she advanced to assistant principal with her PhD in educational leadership and management. For the past few years, she has been involved in 5 movies, which are Irreversible Desires, Grimy Situation, Dropping Bodies, Back to Basics, and Deep-Seated Thoughts. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for inviting me to your home.
Thank you.
And how are you?
I am well. Thank you for coming. You know, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about where I'm headed. I'm excited about where I've been. Right now, life is good.
Awesome. Now, how did you get into acting?
Oh my gosh. It was actually by a fluke. I was doing a podcast with other doctors with different backgrounds, psychologist, a psychotherapist, as well as a medical doctor. She was an anesthesiologist, and then myself, of course, an educator. And we came together and we talked about everything, health and fitness, but the show was actually centered around mental health. And as a result of that, a movie director, her name is Nakiba Bryant, she saw the podcast and was very interested in the podcast. And so she, by error, thought that I was actually a therapist. So she cast me for a therapist in her movie Irreversible Desires, and then pretty much the rest is history. I got the bug for it because I was already a writer anyway. I was a journalist. I was on the news for about 7 years. So I love creativity. I love writing. I love speaking. I love talking. And I'm a little nosy. And so all of that just kind of compiled and just created this person that I am today. I'm getting ready to also direct a movie soon. I'm learning from Keenan Veen, one of the best. And so we have a movie that came out today.
You're just getting ahead of me. You're getting ahead of me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got excited. I forgot I talked too much. Okay.
Okay, so, because the thing is, I want to know, when did you start doing the writing? Let's not go to directing yet, but
okay.
When did you start getting into writing? Because you started acting now, but then you started writing. So what made you get into that?
So I got into the writing portion of the filmmaking when I encountered a situation of domestic violence, and it just festered within me, within my soul, within my mind. And so because I was already preparing to do a movie, or maybe I had just done a movie, Back to Basics. We filmed it in Houston at Prairie View A&M University, one of my alma maters. We did that. I was wanting to talk more about my situation and what happened to me, and also educate women on things that they need to look for when they get out here in this dating world and these dating streets, as they say. So as a result of that, I met with the director and we put our minds together. We created the storyline, and from there, we wrote some scenes together. We put them together. Keenan did. And then the rest is history. And that was the birthing of Deep-Seated Thoughts. And honestly, it was a God thing, because as a result of it, even at one of our movie premieres, someone who was actually experiencing domestic violence at the time, the family place was able to assist her right there in the moment, because we also pulled a lot of advocates for domestic violence. But the key to it is education. But that's pretty much how I got into writing.
Okay, so now we know Deep-Seated is out today, and you can watch it on Tubi. So we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But let's back up a little bit. Now, while you're writing, and I know the movie's loosely based on your experiences, but when you're writing those scenes that you did experience, how did you, put your feelings or your emotions away to put it into the scene? Or did you use your feelings to create the scenes? What did you do about that?
You most definitely use your feelings. As you are harping on what happened, or going back over it, or reminiscing over the situation, you do feel it. And as a result of feeling it, you can be more passionate about what you're doing because you've experienced it. There's nothing better than experience. Not that people want to experience that, but those are, to me, tell the best stories, and that you have so much emotion. There was a rally scene that I wrote for the film. And in this rally scene, I talked about don't stop telling. And so in the rally, the people that were at the rally, they had the signs, don't stop telling. That means, please tell someone. It could save your life. This movie was also in part based on a young lady named Kim who lost her life, who was killed as a result as well of domestic violence. So please tell people. I was going to keep silent, but I said no because I want to help another human being.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, we're going to come back and let's talk about some memorable moments on set.
Oh.
Because, we kind of know each other personally.
Yeah.
So you've told me about, your future goals. So it doesn't have to be deep-seated, but some of the other sets, what happens on the set, and give us some background information, give us some tea, something, so we can, oh, that happened when that happened,
Let me just tell you, it's long hours. Like, we have filmed before. We've used my house as a studio many times when we're filming because it's free. I mean, but so we stage it, and we have been in the house, and you can't hear, you can't have the air going, you can't have the heat going. And I remember one of the nights we filmed Deep Seated, we were all in the house like trying to finish filming the movie. We were on the last scenes and the last night of filming, and we were all freezing, and it was a wrap, and we were excited about it. But so we froze for it. And so we would run upstairs sometimes and get a little bit of the heat in one of the rooms because we had a little heater going because we couldn't have the big heater going. And so it was so fun, though. It's so fun when we get together. It's amazing. You gel with the cast. You have so many laughs. You have bloopers. You have moments when you blah, 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 blah. What did I just say? I don't know what I just said. And then sometimes those are the best takes. When you do just, go out on a whim and you say something and then it's like, oh, that was good. But yeah, we've had moments where one of the crew members passed out because he was dehydrated. We had worked all day, many hours. We get sometimes 12, 13 hours in and just have to shut down, a hard shutdown because we're all exhausted, but we have fun.
Yeah. So now, that wasn't enough tea for me. Give me a little bit more tea. What about grimy situation and your agent? I don't know how to pronounce it. Ojeda. So
I was
tell us some background.
Oh my gosh, I was Agent Ojeda, and I was all in for my parolee, and she just had some serious issues going on. I was trying to defend her. I was trying to keep her to be, preventing her from being about that life once she was released from jail. But the making of it was magic. Like, all of us came together, and again, we did some filming here. It was the eye opener for me of how some people live. We don't think about it. If we've never been in trouble, if we've never committed any type of crime, how hard it can be when people are released from jail and they're trying to make it in the world, and they have a background. It's hard to get a job. So you're at a crossroads. Which way do you go? And that's what Grimy was about. Nakiva Bryant is the director, writer, creator, all of it. And so I've learned a lot from her. She's been amazing in my past. I've done a podcast several times in several places with her as well. So it's amazing. These movies are amazing. They're the platform for us to go higher as we get our feet wet.
Now, so could you were telling me earlier in the conversation that you wanted to direct. So is this next movie, Stone and Crenshaw, you're going to be directing in that one? I
will be co-director, also with Felicia Claiborne, who is also part of our team. It's 3 of us working together. She will direct while I'm acting. I'll also be acting as well in this one. I'll be starring in this one as well. So that's has my emotions pumped. I need to start learning my lines actually, but but I'm there. I'm ready. I'm ready to dive into it. Some people say, "Oh, you're moving real fast," but I learn fast, and it's always been that way. And because I have that background, journalism, writing, newspaper, television, I'm like, why not? People are doing it. The only thing they can say is no. But for me, I don't take no for an answer. I keep going until I get to where I'm trying to go. It's a blessing and a curse sometimes for me. That strong personality, strong-willed, very adventurous. I'm a go-getter, always have been. And so I'm ready to go higher. And so I'm grateful to be where I am today.
So also to let the viewers know, Stone and Crenshaw, is it like a spin-off from Deep Seated?
It's pretty much a trilogy because we have Deep Seated Thoughts that just came out. We have Gene Mason, Breaking the Silence, where a man was abused by his wife for over 20 years. That's the next film. And then the third film will be Stone and Crenshaw, the detectives that have been in all 3 movies. So there's a connection. There's a lot of excitement coming. There's a lot of action coming in Stone and Crenshaw. I'm dubbing them the bad boys of Dallas. I spent many a night up thinking, creating, writing, hoping, praying, and some of the scenes I'm so proud of and I'm so excited to present. Like I said, we're going higher, and we really appreciate everybody who has been supporting us along the way.
So now, is there anything that I didn't cover about these movies? Because they all can be seen on Tubi, correct?
Correct. Tubi. Some of them are on Amazon Prime, like Back to Basics is on Tubi. It was on Fossum. I'm not sure if it's still there. It's also on Amazon Prime as well. So it can be any combination of streaming platforms. Like I said, we continue to climb. Tubi is owned by Fox. It is a breeding ground for young Black independent filmmakers, so to speak. I know some people don't speak well of it. However, you see everybody on Tubi. One of my favorite actors, Liam Neeson, is always on there, and I'm always looking for his movies everywhere. He's there. The A-listers are coming there because Tubi is, like I said, they have that economic background, and so we're coming. We're coming for you. We're going higher. Yeah, we're there, but we're going higher. So Thank you guys so much. And thank you for coming in to interview me.
Thank you for speaking with me today. I hope to do this again with you when Stone get ready to be released.
Yes.
And like we said, that Deep Seated dropped today. So y'all get out there, get on your Tubi, and watch it today, because we need those numbers, especially on the weekend.
Yes, yes.
So go ahead and watch it today. And until next time, this is Bokitha. Thank you.
Thank you.